Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. With the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
Come on.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
No, o jogo está não é melhor não. E não sou feio.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Então, não saltou? Salta, caramba. Ixi, aterrava de joelho, não. Acho que é agora que passa para o modo história, yeah.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Esta missão por acaso é fixe, começa bem isto.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
My apologies. Uma britânico, cabrão.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Black Mall had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Olha o gajo bugado ali. Não dá para voltar a ver. Deixa eu ver se consigo rodar a câmera. Que o gajo em pé. Ai, tão fixe. Ninguém me está a ver mesmo. Vamos acreditar que sim. Para comerem-se aqui. E aí, esse aí não vou mesmo ver. Pois, para cima. Então, espera só. Não vai para ali. Está a bugar. Aleluia.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence. Tom Gates, sir, is found guilty. No lazy dog. When I talk the time. Tis woman that seduces all mankind. I barely first were taught how weakling are. A very nice in cheats when those cheats come. She tricks us of our money.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage will put a bloom in your cheek.
Não está a ver, não.
Isto
é que é.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one! That man there! Seize him!
Whatever has happened?
A man was killed in the other I've done no wrong! I swear!
Any
weapons?
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone suspicious coming from that group?
Patience, please! Order! We must have order! We must have order!
It happened
We
right
must
in that
leave at
balcony.
once.
What are those men
There's a killer
doing?
about. I'm staying where it's safe.
Order! We must have order!
Hey!
Imbecile! Where are you going?
Com as pessoas todas.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Some fresh air might do me good. And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. No, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought.
And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
I'm ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be. Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
meaning of this?
Captain!
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These folk... We were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxury.
It's not like you should feast on lamb and wine.
You looking for another fight? That it?
Biscuits?
Go away.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. but I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's a shippy fella.
He's got our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should pay lamb and wine, whilst we're stuck with tinned fish and biscuits.
Curious. Most curious. Any news? Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted? Secure the hatch!
Haytham. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Ele still tem no pé das costas. Ah, está.
you to stay below decks?
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right. We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness!
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James! To the mainmast with you!
Hurry! I can't hold on much longer!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Ótimo. Ótimo,
Olha, o
ótimo.
Peck entrou no grupo. Bora, segue pra frente.
Boas.
Eu disse a segue
Ora,
para
boas,
estava a
Peck.
seguir o teu lacaio.
Já foste lá para cima, João?
Já. O meu quarto já está bem diferente.
Já viste o meu?
Vi, está bacana. Por acaso. Então, Nino, não subiste? E o meu personagem agora está diferente, comecei um de novo.
Então,
Está como o teu.
uma gaja?
Yeah.
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know.
Não vê um pinto de lá a abanar. Não é, João? Pelo menos não vê um pinto lá a abanar.
Eu por acaso gostei mais da animação das mulheres do que dos homens. Os homens parecem muito mecânico. Menos a piroca, que é a única coisa que abana no homem é a piroca.
E é o som do vento. Até podem estar vento, mas ela abana como se estivesse. Não é verdade?
É. Que horas são? Tem de ir ao Warframe.
Eu também, daqui a bocadinho vou para aí.
Hoje estive a farmar peças para armas, brigates e tudo.
É, olha, foi de manhã, não foi?
Foi. É,
deve ter sido quando o João também me tentou falar. Eu estava a dormir. Eu acordei, eram 10 horas, pus-me no jogo, pousei o comando ao meu lado e adormeci. E o comando, como ficou virado para baixo, o gajo andava ali às voltas. O Emo, quando veio aqui ao quarto para me chamar, estás a dormir? Eu pensei que estavas a acordar, estavas no jogo.
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are
you by any chance John and Isabella's son? One and the same.
Your
commission is with Edward Braddock.
Mamas ou não mamas, pá?
But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might, well, at least until he arrives. I thought...
Yes? Out with it.
Forgive me, sir. I had hoped that
É viado.
If I am to serve the order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
É viado.
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Foda-se. É. Eu não meti com ninguém, deixa-me sossegado. Obrigado, mas eu não sei se o Nino é viado ou não, portanto não vou dizer uma coisa que não sei, não comento e não quero saber.
Boston's quite a lively city. There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets.
Eu vou parar o meu cavalo.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Ei, tu paraste do teu lacai mesmo à frente da entrada, sem Espera aí, deixa cá ver se eu tenho a cama ainda aqui. Só está tão escuro, não sei onde pegar.
Ele ficou tipo debaixo da terra. Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file.
Queres ver caralho? Devia estar a virar uma cona. Tu não tens gajo agora, tens uma gaja.
Pronto, já tenho aqui.
Ainda queres ver caralho?
Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston. Why do you say that? You're still possessed of virtue.
Parece que aqui está mau tempo.
Stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fella. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if
It's all right.
Eu deixei-na lá feita. Acho que a Sandra pôs, não sei. Na base, que a Sandra precisava de beber, ela ia pôr a fonte. Não sei se já pôs ou não pôs.
está
You'll
perto da
find me
cozinha,
inside
está
that
bocadinho mais
general
atrás da
store
cozinha.
over there.
Pronto.
Eu vou ser para o menu principal.
Não está mal aí então.
Well,
A carne de feiras vocês deixam onde? No fogão ou na fogueira?
A resposta da fogueira é essa que tens aí.
Yeah, no fogão vocês não têm nada. Vocês têm fogão e fazem tudo na fogueira?
Não, fazemos lá cenas, mas por exemplo, se fores agora ao frigorífico que tem aí.
O fogão é para cozinhar, a fogueira é para... Pronto. Ou seja, o fogão é para fazer comidas mais preparadas. A fogueira é só para cozinhá-las, para cozinhar mais simples.
Olha, fiquei bem e também é.
Já vais, Tony?
Tchauzinho. Eu não sei se dá para construir nesta merda. Era bom. Se para construir aqui era top.
Mas construíste a sala de reuniões, João?
Já, está bacana por acaso.
Sou uma bomba a fazer quartos.
Mas o meu ainda não está acabado, calma aí.
Nem o meu. Nem o meu. Está acabado.
Falta proteger a zona de reuniões.
Acho que vou construir mesmo aqui. Isto me deixar.
Mas não dá para sentar nas cadeiras?
Dá.
Dá. Ei, bacana.
O que é que pensavas? Que não dava para se sentar, então para que é que põe uma cadeira? O gajo está de pé?
E um cavalo aqui no meio das escadas com a cabeça espetada.
Com a cabeça espetada?
Um baú ao lado de uma cadeira. O tapete ficou bacana, por acaso, na cama.
Oh, a parte de cima é privada, caralho.
Tens que pôr lá uma placa, não entrar.
Eu vou pôr.
Proibido estranho.
Ainda nem tenho os meus equipamentos, faltam-me os escudos.
Se fosse só isso que te falta, não é?
Faltam-me as espadas em condições. Todas as espadas em condições, faltam-me espadas bonitas para pendurar.
And have you had any luck with that?
William Johnson waits for us in the Green Dragon.
How well do you know?
Tens aqui uma mini mesa de jantar.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause. And you may yet know our plans as well.
Olha, por acaso até não está mal o sítio onde eu escolhi para pôr a casata. Tem bastante recursos aqui à volta.
Aonde é que tem o baú no meio?
Fora da tua casa.
Ah, mas isso não é meu.
Esse baú é para quem precisar de alguma coisa para construir. Até puseram aí que era para ti, se precisasse de alguma coisa.
Já tinha construído.
É, mas a Sandra pôs aí que era se tu precisasses de alguma coisa para construir.
Cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up. Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
This way.
Alguém está a partir pedra.
Moa. E agora estou a cortar madeira.
Estou a fazer um prémio que gostas muito.
Qual?
Adivinha?
Valkyrie.
Exatamente.
Ah, safado.
Farmei hoje a última peça.
Queres?
putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Por acaso não pensei que fosses jogar para farmar peças de time, pelo menos.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
Custou-te muito a farmar isso?
Foi para aí à quarta ou à quinta vez.
Então não custou assim muito. Que tipo de missão?
Aquela que estava para upar. Da upar, aquela que eu uso para upar. Estava com fenda e eu fui lá e então fiz 25 rondas.
Ah, bom.
Of course.
Basicamente tive de gastar 15 mil de polímero, 3 Iron Crystal, Nitan Extract, foi caro para caralho fazer.
Só tinha esta outra maneira, o que é que aconteceu aqui?
Sexta-feira eu vou ter de trabalhar, foda-se.
Ué? O que é que me aconteceu que eu perdi as outras?
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy. Peace, Charles. William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
Don't need no expediting.
Fine.
Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. We'll have the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened. Get into position, but wait for me to take the first shot.
You two, clear off.
Este e este. Mas eu tinha 3 fundações, o que é que aconteceu a outra fundação? Porque pus em inglês esta porcaria mudou de posição.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
What now? We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them. On with the show then. Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all. Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well,
Olha lá.
those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Hey, Fum. This one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched.
A shame so many had to die.
Back to the Green Dragon, then. I needed...
Olha que sítio porreiro para um gajo fazer uma casa. Maravilha.
Então aproveita, Manel.
Então,
Enquanto ninguém vai
olha.
antes de ti.
Não, tem aqui uma ruína de um prédio e dá para construirmos na ruína.
Boa.
Ou
Deixa de
seja,
ser uma ruína.
yeah. Já vou pôr pedra pelo menos logo a toda a volta, que assim já fica a ser nosso, já ninguém pode construir à volta. Ou melhor, já ninguém pode construir em cima. Vamos ficar aqui com uma base do caralho em baixo. E o melhor de tudo é que vai ter uma entrada estreita para a Hecatombe entrar. E ela, para conseguir foder-nos as nossas paredes, tinha que arrebentar as paredes que são da ruína, que não são. Não é possível destruir.
Yeah.
Eu estou a ver que para recursos de pedra e o caralho é que mesmo aqui é fodido. Não tem assim muito aqui à volta, não. Mas também, olha, nem que vá farmar mais longe. Tem o cavalo e o caralho. Tenho o meu lacaio que me protege, se for preciso. Olha, ele já vai me proteger. Este dodo estava a tentar atacar. Pronto. O lacaio já ouviu a tentar me atacar, já vai foder. Pumba. Ah, já vai. Cá, meu filho. Não fudes. Seja-me ajudar, que é mais rápido. Ah, tá assim, ele já não se mexe tanto. Aí, mata-o, ok. É isso, agora deixa-me farmar. Pronto. Continuamos a apanhar pedra. Não tem mais pedra deste lado. Matou o lacaio. Isso.
Ai, que boca do meu. Só pensando nisso. Não. Certo?
Quer levar na cozinha? Não, também não.
Se tu quiseres, tu é que sabes.
Eu fiz pergunta. Não disse que.
That seems to be the last
Então.
Apanha pedra. Apanha pedra. Acho que o António vai gostar desta pedra. Desta pedra, desta construção que eu vou fazer aqui. É assim, não vai ser enorme, mas vai dar para termos aqui o essencial para uma base.
Agora, se é para fazer alguma coisa nova, pelo menos comecem a fazer em condições, né? Não é para depois ser como esta, construíram a primeira vez e depois que andaram aqui a fazer retoques. Ah, isto não está bem aqui, vão pôr ali. Ah, isto não está bem aqui, vão pôr ali.
Eu para pôr, ponho logo uma vez. Não vou estar a gastar recursos duas vezes. Nem sei. Já por isso é que eu primeiro vou fazer o chão todo e só depois é que começo a fazer os pisos.
É normal ter pequenos ajustes, mas não teres que, ai tal, vamos deitar tudo abaixo.
Reestruturar praticamente tudo, não é?
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
Eu tenho que atirar as minhas e mandar para cima de mim.
Claro.
Olé!
Desculpa, enganei.
Olha que ela depois pôs-te a dormir aí no sofá. Bom, não, porque ela depois sentia-se sozinha. É a tua sorte. Embora que ela agora tenha as gatas, às tantas manda-te lixar. Opa, o ossinho está top, o gajo está forte, meu. Caralho. O meu ossinho está forte.
Vitalidade só aumenta a vida ou também está a aumentar a defesa? Acho que é só vida, não é?
Eu acho que é mesmo só vida. A força é que aumenta a força de ataque, mas também aumenta a defesa. Acho eu. Os pássaros do caralho. Olha, este sítio só tem uma coisa: tem pássaros até descer.
Tem o quê? Pássaros?
Tem. São chatos. Eles te bem a correr para ver se te matam. Os lá vão estar aí.
There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Churchwill.
Então tu achaste estranho ninguém se ter lembrado de fazer uma base neste sítio.
And there I was wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Uau.
E a parte boa deste sítio é que nesta construção que eu estou a dizer, até podemos pôr os quartos e